Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. Thanks for being here today. You put the U in UCAR. I don't even know what that means, but I said it. It's out there. It's out there in the cyberspace. So, you're joining us here on Facebook. I assume that means you're somewhat social media savvy. But how social media savvy are you in the real estate world? That's what we're going to talk about today. So, Facebook and other social media platforms have really revolutionized the way we market and our ability to market. And that's a good thing. But there are still a few things you want to pay attention to as far as the rules and regulations go when using social media. First of all, it's marketing, it's an advertisement, so treat it as such. That means one big thing in the real estate world, and that is put your brokerage name somewhere. You gotta identify when you're marketing that you're part of a brokerage and who that brokerage is. So do that no matter what platform you're on. Try to incorporate your brokerage name in there somewhere if you're using it to market. Another one is be careful how you're using social media, what content you are, content you're proliferating, and then what conversations you're starting or having. And remember, you post something, you maybe try to get some engagement. You cannot control where that engagement goes all the time, and so if you're bringing up something controversial and you're trying to be careful what you say, it doesn't mean the commenters to your post will be careful what they say. For instance, we had an issue a little while back on social media where somebody posted photographs of a listing that was not theirs. They took them themselves, posted them, and then some disparaging comments came out about it, and it became a problem. And so be careful how you're using it. Be careful what you're saying about your competition, about other realtors, about buyers and sellers, because once it's out there, it's out there. Also, be cognizant of what your brokerage social media policy is. Believe it or not, a lot of brokerages have them. If you don't and you're a broker, you may consider having one. I've also seen a broker get pegged with an ethics issue for what an agent posted on the agent's page, social media page. And the reason being was that it held itself out to be affiliated with the brokerage. And the division can look at it this way. The Professional Standards Committee can look at it this way as well, that the broker is responsible for the content going out under the name of the brokerage. And so if it's deemed that this social media platform is coming from the brokerage or could be construed as coming from the brokerage, then ultimately the broker could be responsible for the content on there. So just remember, it sounds like it's fair game, it's we can do whatever we want on social media, but it's just not true. It's free, it's easy, but that does not alleviate the responsibility behind it to use the platforms appropriately. So just remember, what goes on in social media is a part of your business world, and it's got to follow the same rules as anything else you do. So advertising rules, rules about how you're portraying your competition, what you're saying about other people, and then copyrighted content is probably the last one I'll mention, and that is just because you can pull it off the internet doesn't mean it doesn't have a copyright. That's a lot of negatives in a row. What that means is you have to honor copyrights. And so I saw this come up the other day where somebody said, hey, I pulled this off a listing that wasn't my listing, but they're okay with me advertising the picture. Well, I asked, hey, do you know who took the photo? Well, they had a photographer take it for them. Well, guess what? The photographer owns the copyright to that image. They've licensed it to allow the brokers to use it, but they have not licensed it for a third party to use it. And there are photographers and companies that will go after people for breaching that copyright. So it's easy to screenshot things, pull things off the internet, and there are plenty of sites that you can pay for images, or you can get stock photography for free sometimes at certain sites. But be aware of where your content is coming from, so you don't run into issues with copyrights and copyright infringement on social media. So, kind of makes you want to go back to the dancing babies, doesn't it? I just threw out a lot of rules out there, but let's be professional. Let's use it to our advantage. It's an awesome opportunity. We're doing this right now. Social media, look at us go. So it's a great tool, but it comes with some responsibility attached to it. So go out, use it responsibly, be ethical, and have a wonderful day.